Hey, what's going on, everybody? Let's do a video. I don't know how long. Let's see. It's Friday night. I don't have everything on. I just wanted to turn on just a few games to show what I've been messing around with in the last couple months. So, what do we start with? I don't know. I'm gonna start with Medieval Madness. I went ahead and purchased an under cabinet lighting from Lear Mods that I basically bought. It's around 90 bucks, and they ship you an LED strip and they connect to the speaker lights. So you got to pull, the panel off and then hook everything into the speaker lights. They give you all the necessary wiring, and then you just basically feed the LED strip down through the hole. There's a hole in the back corner, and I'll go ahead and show you. This kind of looks a little funky here, but yeah, there's the LED strip, and I fed it down through that hole. So kind of went around, so it went around and that way to the front. And then right there's a hole. That's up. In most pinball machines, it's a metal hole there, but this one was plastic, so you got to be really careful. There's under side of it cabinet. So basically feeding that down, there was a couple staples that you got to pull up. Back that out. And you just feed that down, and then it's just double-sided sticky. So, and then it basically just mimics the speaker lights. Haha, you almost fell. Haha, haha. So, and that's with that. I'm really happy with it. It should have came with it to begin with. So if I had Wonka, Wonka's off. If I had Wonka on, it was just that super red. The way they did their LEDs is they did 2 strips, it looks like here. You can't see with the other one on, but there's one there. And it goes all the way along in there. It's super bright. This one's just 1 strip that goes all around the back. So, yeah, excuse me. Thought it came out good. So I think the next mod, I'll do the trough lighting. This is kind of dark, but I'm not really into modding. I don't really want to mess around with these machines too much. Some guys do the troll lighting and whatnot, maybe. So this one gets a lot of play. I play this every day. My family plays this. This is, there's a reason why this game is expensive as it is. It's so fun. And Wonka just stays where it's at. Donkey Kong. I had some issues with Donkey Kong. I'd turn it on and it would sit there and make the death animation at booting. And over time, it got worse and worse and worse. And it got to the point where it stopped saving my high scores saves, even though I had the remix kit in it. So I went ahead and picked up a new board, and then I could just put the other one to the side, then I can work on that later. Shout out to That Rexer Show. He saved the day, and I sold him my DK3 board that I had, an extra board, so I was able to sell that to him and then pick this up. So these boards are getting very expensive, as you know it, everything is. So I paid about $310 ship for this board, and everything's working. Put the remix kit in it, and everything's good. So, and then also Donkey Kong Jr. Remix. So since I had everything pulled out, I went ahead and added this to it. So I grabbed that from Joe at High Score Saves. So when you start this, which is pretty cool, you can pick remastered or remixed or classic, which is pretty cool. So, and then on startup, I have it set to remix because you can switch back and forth whatever you want. So on boot up, and then of course DK3. So finally, after three years I've had this, two and a half or so, I finally got this to where I want it. So working fine, everything booting good, got all the remix kits, deranged, so very, very, very happy with it. So punch out, of course, working good. Henry is finally got a tube for me for that extra monitor I picked up, and I'll have that in the next couple weeks. Whenever, I just said, hey, whenever you get a tube, just fix it and get it all dialed in, and then I'll swap that in there. But other than that, everything's working good. So had him do some track and field. I'm having some issues with this, so I think I'll do another video on that, what it's doing. It's a pain in the ass. I could probably just kick the shit out of this. See? There you go. So I boot this game up and that's what it's doing. So there's something going on with this damn thing. Man, I should turn the light on for this. But so every time I turn this damn thing on, sorry you can't see that, but I just basically go in here, here's the rhythm cable, I just touch it. Oh, didn't boot that time. Yeah, I'm filming, so it's hard. Just basically, I'll look at the monitor. Look, see, I'm just touching the ribbon cable connector, and it's doing this. It's a pain in the ass. Ah, there we go. I've already reflowed the connector, so I really don't know what's going on with this board. I got a cold solder joint somewhere, so sometimes I can just open the back of that and just touch it, and it'll boot. I had Henry reflow the connector on both sides, video board and CPU board, and sometimes I can turn it on and it'll work, sometimes not. So I don't know what to do with this, so it's super frustrating, you know. So, and it's not like I can replace this. I mean, Joe at High Score Saves just sold a, you know, Hypersports board converted like this was $700. So I'm stuck trying to figure this out. Excuse me. And last but not least, the red tent. So I finally got the multi-kit, the Verse Light kit back from Joe. And what I had him do is he just sent me new ROMs. So now I got all the games that are, oh, the whole three games that were missing on it from my last video that I showed. So but what I had him do is, instead of Super Skate Kid, which is on this kit, I just went ahead and there's Battle City that was missing. Cuckoo Land was missing that I got back. Ice Climbers there. Oh, and Hogan's Alley. So I went ahead and had him add Hogan's Alley to the kit because I have the gun, and then I had Tony Swan, you know, add the switch. So of course that alarm goes off, but I got to flip the switch. Then it'll work. But so I think it's a fair trade-off. Let me have Hogan's Alley since I have the gun, instead of Super Skate Kid, which is just like a little Mario reskin on it. So, and then I got pinball on this side. But board wise, this is the extra spare board. The last time I left you guys, I had 2 of these that I was working on. The other one I got working, which has a Wrecking Crew on it. And then this is the other one. So I didn't even test this one. I just replaced, you know, what was messed up with it. And I have yet to test it because I need some CPUs and PPUs. And I don't feel like swapping what I have in it because everything's working. So, and then this is the suspect DK board that's working. Or kind of working. Man, it just struggles to boot. You just turn it on and it just struggles. And as you can see, I can turn this one on and off and it'll work fine. So we'll see. So I think it's better to have a spare DK board than a spare DK3 board at this point. So I'll take my chances. I'll get this one. Maybe I'll send this off to Mike's Arcade. Mike's Arcade. You know, support him. He had the fire last year, so he's starting to do board repairs again. So if you have any Nintendo stuff, you can go ahead and send it out to him, and he'll hook it up for you. So maybe I'll send it out to Mike. We'll do that. So I don't know. I have this extra board. Somebody released some ROMs for MAME on Urban Champion for the Versus. So it was a prototype in Japan that never got released. So somebody leaked the footage that they're working on in Maine for Urban Champion. So, and then somebody did the work to actually get it working on the Versus board. So the ROMs got leaked, and now the MAME guys are working hard to get that released. I'm sure it's out by now. Maybe not. And once we get the ROMs released for that, excuse me, I sent a message to the guy. It's going to be running, I believe, an 002 PPU. So if you get an 002 PPU, and once the ROMs come out for MAME for Urban Champion, then you can run Urban Champion on a Verse board. So, which is really fucking cool. So, and then other than that, these Space Harrier handles. So I went ahead and finally, after about 9 months of searching on Facebook, I got some Space Harrier handles. The ones that I have are, of course, painted black, and it's cracked. So when I take this off, this piece just drops off. So, and then somebody tried to paint these gray. So I'm gonna take these to powder coater and try and match this gunmetal. So it's like a gunmetal gray. It's nice and smooth, like a satin. So we'll do that. So, all right. Well, I hope you enjoyed. That's about it. What's going on? I mean, other than that, of course, we have all kinds of little things to work on here. I mean, you know, the cocktail. I still have to do this tea molding that I have. You know, the video cards that I bought. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and the CPOs. I don't know, man. I think I'm just so lazy. I'm just gonna leave this. So the operator put plexiglass over each side, but we stupidly cut it here. So, but it looks good. So, but at least I have them, that, you know, from Rich at this old game. So, yeah, that's about it. And yeah. Got Kermit here, all drunk. Passed out on a Space Harrier. Wake up. Yep. Sorry. All right, guys. Long time no speak. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. I'm on Gumby510 on Twitter, which I'm on there all the time. So if you have any questions, just let me know. And then hopefully, oh wait, this thing, I gotta put legs on this finally. So next weekend, Finally gonna get this thing off the ground because it has no leg levelers. Quiet. So, gonna get this off the ground. I'm gonna film that. So, finally. So, I'll get that off the ground after all these years. All right, my friends. Y'all take it easy. Have a good one. Where are you going? Later. Bye.